Hello everyone, just want to share with you how I'm going to build the EEPROMDUINO board. This might be a time lapse, this might be something that it might not be a step-by-step how I'm doing this, but I just want to share how I'm going to put together this board to look similar like that board. And I usually like to keep one around because I'm not following my design. So what I usually do is look at the parts that are on the component that I already have here, and then try to match it with the different resistor, capacitors, and the different parts that I'm going to be using. So let's get started. Hopefully this is it gives you an idea how long it takes. An average is close to 1 hour to do it manually, but you will get to experience it. I might be fast forwarding this to make it faster just because it's going to be a long video, but hopefully you enjoy it. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to get started with is the USB port, and I have a bunch of them here. So I like to start from here to the end, and usually I start with this first, and then I'm going to do the microchip, and then I go with different capacitor, resistor, walking my way from the smaller component to the bigger component, and trying to get the ones that are more difficult first, and then do the ones that are easier. So I'll get started with this one and then show you guys what it looks like. And that's it for the USB port. So now I'm gonna proceed with the Atmega chip. Now I'm going to move with the FTDI adapter. Same process. I'm going to add the no flux. The next thing I'm going to do is try to complete all this section here, and I'm going to find the resistor that matches the best, and then do those first, so that way I can do a bulk. I'm going to start with the 1K resistor. And these guys are really tiny, so the way I do them is I add some solder in one side first. And then I come back and manually hold them and put one side first. Just making sure they're in the right direction because they upside down now. There you go. And for this tiny resistors, they do not need to be in one particular orientation, although I like to keep them matching so it's easy to read. Then once they're there, one more. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the other resistor. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to do the LEDs. And these are tiny LEDs. And I have a label for all of them, so this is blue. So I'm going to add a blue LED. So first I got to add some solder on one side. Just make it easy to place them. So the LED has a little dot that tells you the orientation that you should mount them. You have to pay attention to that because otherwise it won't work. And that happens to me already. Okay, the blue is there. And the next one is white. Okay, that's done. Now I'm gonna move on to, there's a push button that goes here. So let me get that done too now that I'm there. So done. Now we're gonna move on to the capacitors. Okay, so here's the board fully assembled. Unfortunately, the camera stopped recording when it hit 20 minutes, and I wasn't aware because this camera doesn't have yet the display that shows me that is being recording. So I apologize for that. I did take a lot of time, and I was trying to narrate what I was doing, but that didn't come through the camera because it was not recording. Lesson learned, so for next time I'll make sure to know and keep track of the time. So here's the board that I just finished soldering, and this is the one that is already working. Now we just gotta test it and see if it works, and then the next step is to burn the bootloader on the Atmega Atmega 328P chip, and so yeah, so this is it, EEPROMDUINO RTC fully assembled. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.